positive vibes coming out of a series of meetings between peace seekers in Berlin. But despite optimism for a breakthrough, Ukraine's president avoided that mood.
We had enough of dialogue about territories. I think that so far we have different positions, I'll be honest. But I think that American colleagues have heard my personal position. I am very happy that I was able to personally convey this position.
It was only after the meetings that Zelensky suggested there were still questions left unanswered, mainly on the most contentious issues of security guarantees, territorial concessions, and money to be used for the rebuilding of Ukraine. But there seems to be consensus on Ukraine's security guarantees, which relate to NATO's Article 5 principle of collective defense, but nothing is yet final. Meanwhile, the Americans say they're convinced Russia will accept the security agreement. But for the Ukrainians, territorial concessions remain a major issue, along with control of the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. And according to Reuters, the US says Ukraine must give up Donetsk under any deal. Meanwhile, Zelensky deferred the matter to the Ukrainian public last week, saying only Ukrainians could decide on giving up territory. A recent poll by the Kiev Institute of Sociology suggests 72% of Ukrainians are willing to informally cede the parts of Donbass Russia currently occupies, in exchange for binding security guarantees, while 75% said they would reject a peace deal if it required Ukrainian troops to withdraw from the parts of Donbass they currently control, even if the US is to establish a demilitarized zone.
I only asked the US colleagues to convey our vision to Russians.
What that vision is anyone's guess. The Americans say they're ready to hold talks with the Russians. In fact, they already have.
Have you recently spoken directly to Putin?
Yeah, I have.
Despite Ukraine's wariness, the third party is showing no shortage of optimism.
And I think we're closer now than we have been ever.
But while the prospect of peace seems so close, the Europeans are not taking any chances.
Russia's shadow fleet remains its cash lifeline, and we are cutting it. So today we sanctioned several individuals linked to Rosneft and Lukoil, as well as shipping companies. Also additional 40 vessels to the sanctions list.
The International Energy Agency says Russia's oil and gas revenue has already dipped to its lowest since 2022, all while the EU swiftly pushes to finalize a plan to lend a reparations loan to Ukraine using frozen Russian assets. The Americans are optimistic, the Ukrainians remain wary. The Europeans are still pushing ahead with their plans to punish Russia, and all eyes are fixed on Moscow. Trump says the prospect of peace seems closer than ever, but right now, the path ahead remains far from settled. Yunus Demiroglu, TRT World, Kiev, Ukraine.